courageous and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the 1880s, there were many bandit gangs who plundered the Southwest, and among them were the very successful bank robbers called the Harlequins. 5 cunning killers who disguised themselves as clowns to conceal their identity, a device which enabled them to elude some of the most famous law officers of the West. Stand back.
What kind of get-up's that?
It's one of the Harlequins. You've heard of them before.
A harlequin? You mean them bank robbers?
That's right. Let's see what he looks like.
A harlequin, huh? What might your real name be?
Oh, you needn't be asking me that, for I'll never tell you.
It doesn't matter. All we have to know is that he's a harlequin. Get him over to Dr. Goodfellow. Have him patch him up. I'm going to follow those others.
You'll find the Harlequins, it's a dead marshal you are. Meaning no disrespect to yourself, of course.
Thanks for the warning.
All right, give me a hand with Mr. Funnyface here.
What are we doing here? Why'd you make us stop?
I'll tell you later. Joe, put the horses in that abandoned mine shaft. Give me that money you're carrying. Well, we're in the clear now. We're out of sight in this shack. I'm gonna get me some sleep before we head on back to Tombstone.
Back? Well, now, that's a real brilliant idea. What about the money? We gonna take that back, too?
No, we're not gonna take that back, too. We'll hide it under the floor. That is, unless you've got a better idea.
No, I didn't mean to make you sore.
Well, start getting out of that rig.
Just the same, Tex. It ain't smart going back there.
We've been together 2 years. 2 years we had our agreement. One of us gets caught, the rest gets him out. Now, it's plain and simple. Y'all agreed to it, and there'll be no backing out now.
Look at it, sensible, Tex. Nobody knows us. We don't need Casey anymore.
That's right. We disappear and live like kings somewheres.
Well, now, you boys is overlooking just one little thing. Casey knows who we are.
Oh, he wouldn't tell nothing.
No. Well, he'll be real quiet till we come get him. But the day he figures we're long gone, that's the day when everybody finds out who we are. Now, you savvy?
You know he's right. Tex, you think we lost that marshal?
Even Indian trackers would have a hard time following that trail in them rocks we come through. Well, you and Newt get started on that floor. And don't mark up the wood.
Well, Mr. Mayor, what am I going to do? I can't give those people their money, not all of them.
You've got enough on hand to pay out some, haven't you?
Sure, but that $50,000 last night, I can't replace it. No bank could.
You try to keep him satisfied until Wyatt gets back. Maybe he's had some luck.
It ain't gonna be easy getting Casey out of that jail.
Well, Marshall's got to go to bed sometimes, and he sleeps at the hotel. Oh, and Newt, you let me worry about it, huh? You just do what you're told, same as always.
Yeah, let Tex worry about it. He and Casey's smart. I wish Casey's here now.
So does he, Tim. Tombstone will be full of cowboys just like we are. And we go in same as anybody. When the time's right, we move on to jail. All right?
am I glad to see you. Did you have any luck?
Yep, all bad. Tracked in the rock country, lost the trail. Went beyond the brush country, still couldn't find it.
Well, so this whole town's in uproar. Everybody's scared to death, ain't gonna get their money. Well, it appears to me we're gonna have to take out a posse just to cool things down a mite, whether we catch them fellers or not.
Well, I got a hunch the Harlequins are gonna come back to Tombstone.
Come back for what?
Him, they gotta get him out.
With $50,000 to divide between them, they're clean across the border by now, or traveling first class to New York.
They're too smart to leave him behind. They've never been caught, and they've never been identified. All they have to do is to drift into Tombstone without their costumes and take their chances. We won't know who they are or where they are until it happens.
Well, sir, if you're right, we got a whopping job on our hands.
We've got one advantage, Mr. Gibbs. They gotta come in here to get at him.
Ah, lad. So you didn't catch me Harlequin boys after all. It's a pity now you had that massive long ride all for nothing.
Well, any pity is yours, not mine. Oh, you can smile, but you're a liability to the Harlequins now that your face is known.
It's a clever fella you are, Marshal Wyatt Earp, but you don't know it all. You see, my secret lies in the other things I be.
Such as keeping your mouth shut. Well, if the boys think that you won't talk, I could just let you stay here in jail and keep the money. Or kill you right in here, just to keep you from squealing on them.
Oh, you'll have to do better than that. I'm not frightened at all.
No? Well, try this one out. When you stand trial, the record of the Harlequins will put you in prison for the rest of your life. Even if we don't know what your name is.
And you'll never get me to trial. You have my promise on that.
I wouldn't count on breaking out of here if I were you. Your friends will never get you out of my jail. And I give you my promise on that.
Well, I'll be watching to see how you go about capturing the Harlequin boys. Oh, you're a bright one for certain. Good day to you, Marshal.
What do you say?
Nothing. He's waiting for a jailbreak.
You gonna put on extra deputies?
Just scare him off with too heavy a guard.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, he sure talks with a brogue, don't he?
And why would you be saying that, lad? Oh, it is a pity to be finding myself in jail, it is. There, now, be a good lad and unlock the door for me.
Well, burn my hide. You take him off better than he does himself. You know, Wyatt, you ought to have been one of them play actor fellers. That's darn good imitating.
Wyatt? Okay. How'd you make out?
I lost the trail.
Well, can you come down to the bank right away? Mr. Stacy says unless something's done, why, he's going to go bankrupt.
I don't know what I could do.
Well, at least you could talk to the man.
I'll not be long, lad. Keep your eyes peeled and your gun ready.
Oh, get along out of here, will you?
What's that all about?
Huh? Well, just imitating our prisoner.
Go on, Mr. Clanton. Get right in there. Get right in there. Get up here. Hold it right there, Philip. I want to talk to you. What's this I hear about the bank being robbed, cleaned out by a bunch of clowns?
You heard right, Mr. Clanton. You trying to say it wasn't your outfit?
Hush up. Every time anything happens around here, you think it's me. I run a big business, and my boys got plenty to do without messing around trying to rob banks. You done anything about finding that money? Is your vigilantes doing anything to help?
Now, you look...
You seem awful interested in law enforcement all of a sudden. How come?
Gee, Jehoshaphat, I got money in the place, that's why, and I'm getting it out right pronto. Then I'm going over to that Arizona bank and do the exact same thing. I ain't waiting for it to get robbed.
Clanton, you got any idea what'd happen if everybody does that? The banks would go broke and people will lose their money.
You're wasting your breath. Mr. Clanton doesn't care what happens to other people.
Well, now, I care enough to give you a piece of advice. You catch them fellas, or I'll see you fired right out from under that star you're strutting. Ain't no clown's gonna make a fool out of me.
So Emperor Clanton doesn't like outsiders pulling jobs in town. Well, that's too bad.
Never mind. You just start being a John Law, sonny, or take the consequences.
How about that? Clanton acting like an honest, righteous, outraged citizen.
Well, he's outraged, all right. But he did give me an idea. You tell Mr. Stacy I'll see him later.
Where are you going?
Tell you when I get back.
Mr. Borden, all I'm asking you to do is to loan some of your bank's cash to the Tombstone Bank. You'll get it back, sir.
I don't see any reason for helping a competitor, Marshal. It's his own fault that he was robbed. Pure carelessness.
He takes the same precautions you do, sir. And that's beside the point.
I'm sorry. I can't agree. Why, if people found out what I was doing, there'd be a run on my bank.
Sir, if I could guarantee that nobody would find out about it, would you do it?
Why should I?
Because if the Tombstone Bank goes broke, there'll be a financial panic that would ruin everybody. Do you want that?
Why, no, of course not.
Then do as I ask you, sir. We could make the transfer of the money sometime after midnight.
All right. Meet me at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. I'll be here.
I'm out. 3 kings. Who is it?
Tex. Lock it again. Come over here. All right, now I want one of you boys just window all the time. Don't take your eyes off the jail. Anybody comes out, anybody goes in. I want to know about it. All right? I went back and got me a real good look at that jail. It ain't going to be hard at all. We'll just wait till the marshal leaves, the deputy goes on patrol, and shoo, Casey's out. All right, let's deal the cards, see how it's running tonight.
Nothing happened?
Nothing except I'm getting darn hungry.
Go get yourself some chow. Get something for the prisoner, too. He'll be around here a while.
Anything I hate, it's a sitting around and waiting for something to happen. I'd rather be in a shootout.
Maybe we can help it along.
Well, I sure hope so, because I just ain't cut out for this.
Tex. That big deputy just left.
Marshal, stay inside?
Yeah.
Keep watching. All right, what do you have?
I'll take 2.
Well, Mr. Mayor?
Wyatt? Well, I checked the Cosmopolitan Hotel like you asked me to. 4 men registered in today. They're in a room overlooking the jail.
Fine. Next, you ask Mr. Stacy to close up the bank regular hours, post an announcement that he will be paying withdrawals again tomorrow.
Now, wait a minute. Wyatt, he can't do that. He won't have the currency.
We'll have enough by morning. Not the hold-up money, but he'll have enough from another source.
All right. I'll tell him. No, Wyatt, you aren't sticking your neck out, are you?
Yeah, way out to here. But I thank you for asking. That's done. Your vigilantes ready?
Well, I got 4 picked men. Going to meet me in exactly 13 minutes. Oh, Taylor brought those packages for you, Wyatt.
I told you where I lost the trail of those Harligans.
Yeah.
You have your men stay out of sight.
Don't worry. We'll do our job. You just take care of yourself, boy. Shotgun.
What you got there, a new suit?
Here, put these on.
Put it on? What for? I can't wear your clothes.
They're not mine. They're your size. Taylor's been working all day trying to get them ready for you.
Well, you gonna tell me the scheme, or you gonna let me guess?
I want you to dress up like me. Go out the front, pretend like you're heading for my hotel. But you cut around and come in the rear door. Put your own clothes on, then pretend to go on patrol.
Well, what are you gonna be doing that you can't go?
Faith and I'll be getting rid of our clown the while. We'll put the dear lad out and me in his cell.
Yeah, I see. That's a pretty tricky idea, Wyatt.
There's one part of this I haven't told you yet.
Yeah, I know. Don't warn me about not shooting nobody. I ain't gonna shoot less than I have to.
No. We're gonna let him get their man. I mean, I'll be in Casey's clothes.
Oh, no, you ain't. You'll get yourself killed, so you can just forget about that right now.
That's the only way I can find out where the money's hidden.
There ain't no bank worth getting yourself killed over. We'll capture them when they come in here, and that's enough right there.
You and the vigilantes will be following me, Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah? How far back?
Just far enough so we can't hear the horses.
Wyatt, if you get yourself killed and I help you do it, I'll never get over it.
I won't get killed.
And now put on your new clothes, there's the lad, and be trusting me the once.
Yeah, all right. Ain't my style.
Marshal just left, Tex.
Deputy still there?
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Good. Now get your own outfit on and get back here as soon as you can.
Tex. The deputy's leaving.
All right, boys. That's what we've been waiting for. On our Newt. You go down the back way. Get the horses. Take them to the alley behind the jail. You got that?
Yeah.
All right. Get your tote bag. Go get them. You give Newt 2 minutes, then follow him down the back way. You go out the front, I'll follow you in 2 minutes. Now cut around behind the jail quick as you can and wait for me. All right, go get him.
How do I look?
Right.
And how is it now, lad? You'd never know it was my own dear self, now would you?
I sure wouldn't. You better get in that cell while you still got time.
Don't wait too long to follow me.
Casey! How come you still got that rig on?
And what do you think I'd be wearing this night? I've been expecting you some time, I have.
Now, don't get sore. Sorry we took so long, but he couldn't be helped. You hurt?
My arms, there's only a scratch. Come on.
Take your saddlebags. We got the money in that shack, Casey, and it's hid real good.
You did the right thing, my boy. We'll be getting it and then going our way.
You the boys get started on the floor. You don't have to worry about us being followed, Casey.
They probably don't even know you're gone yet.
But you gonna get out of that rig? We ain't got all day.
Yeah, Casey, how come you hadn't took off your mask?
'Tis not a ghost you're seeing, lads.
Marshal Earp at Tombstone, you're under arrest.
Hold it. Reach.
You all right, Wyatt?
Yeah. Mr. Gibbs, put the handcuffs on him.
All right, boys, put some iron on them.
You and the vigilantes take him on back to town. Mr. Clement and I'll take the money.
Well, the bank's sure going to be glad to see you, Wyatt.
All I want out of this is to see Mr. Clanton's face when he hears we caught those no-good clowns.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story